Welcome. On today's episode, we're going to be working on a 2016 Z335E John Deere zero turn. All today we're going to do is just a basic tune-up, oil, air filter, fuel filter, blades. I just put spark plugs in it right towards the end of the year, so I'm not going to do that. We're going to check the blades. No, we're going to replace them. Check the tires, and other than that, she'll be ready to go for the season. So let's get to it. All right, while we wait on the oil to drain, let me show you that. I like to let it drain for a good while to try to get as much as possible. We're going to move over and take the fuel filter off. Just these two hose clamps get pushed. Pull the hose out. Put the new one on. Now, for $10, I like to change them, even though I change them every year. It don't look that bad, but one less thing to worry about down the road, you know. I like to crimp off top line so none of it drains back from the top. Get the seal a little loose. Oh. Now, each filter has a feed direction to it. All right. Let's see if we can see it on the camera here. See that arrow right there? Now, that's the flow direction, meaning this is going to be coming from the tank, and this goes to your carburetor or whatever you have, but that's kind of how it is. You just do it that way. Oh, let me break it loose here. All right. Now we got the arrow. Shove her in the hole. And then snap this back on. And then this side. Put this back on. Come on. Pop your little clamp loose. There you go. Now on this mower, the fuel filter's on this side, which we'll get to her. We'll change that out while we're over here still waiting. Make sure you have a little bucket or pan or something underneath. I think these are the best oil filter wrench out. I've had them all. I just, oh. Dip your finger, hit the seal. And no, I've never, well, you don't want to fill them up because it's on the side. But don't worry, ain't gonna hurt nothing. Hand tight. That's all you need is hand tight. Even on cars, hand tight. Now, we'll slap this back where it goes. Make sure that's and then on my drain thing, I got one that has a grate on it, and I just set these upside down to let them drain out over time. So, but that's how you do the oil filter. And then I'll clean the oil off here in a second. Just let it soak up in the rag. But while it's still, oil's still draining, let's move on to the air filter. Just take these off. I mean, believe it or not, it don't look bad. I can still see daylight, but it's better just to service it once a year, even if you cut your own grass and you don't do nothing. I like to do it beginning of each year, just because it's as simple as you pop it out, you pop it in. Cover goes back on and you twist them down. There we go. Man. All right, cool. So we got all that done. Let's move on. All right, now that we're done letting it drain, You just want to kind of wipe this up a little bit, clean it up the best you can. Put your lid on, slides back up into place. And that's a wrap for that. And you got your oil stick, your dipstick. Thinking with your dipstick, Jimmy. All right. Now, start putting some oil in her. All right. Once you secure this, your drain tube, you add what recommended amount of oil that is required for your mower. Search it up, look it up. Once you add it, I like to let it settle, but you always double, triple check to make sure. But I'm not going to bore you with all that. We're going to move on to putting the blades on. So let's get it going. All right, so when we're changing the blades, we're going to drop this bolt. Hold the blade, take the bolt out, comes down. Just remember how they go, how they look, so you can do both of them and not be wrong. So, well, I'm gonna try this one-handed, show you guys. But in theory, that's why you use two hands to hold the blade. Doesn't take much force to get them off either. But that's the spindle. So all right, I just hand tightened it up in there. There's a little round groove. I take my gun and just hold on here. And then that's all you need. You don't need a lot. I've been doing it for a while, I know. But basically, you do the same thing on the other side. I'm not going to bore you guys with doing both. But it's the same thing on both sides. Always inspect everything too while you're down here looking at stuff. All right, before ending the video, I put the other blade on, and on each of these two spindles, there's a grease fitting that's right there. And I like to put about 5 to 8 pumps of grease in it in the beginning of the season. And then midway, I do the same thing. Don't mind the mess. Probably should have cleaned it off before we got into it, but it is what it is. I just want to say thank you. I hope this video helped you. Like, subscribe, and we'll keep it going. I got plenty more. Thank you.